Aries, and welcome to your Spirit Guide messages for September 2019. I'm going to start by pulling some cards directly from your Spirit Guides and, just little messages they want to give you as we get into the reading and see what's going on in September, what they would like you to focus on and think about. Okay, so we have trust your intuition. And we have give without expectation. All right, Aries, so these being the two messages, primary messages your guides are bringing out, you really need to trust yourself in the month of September, the inner nudges that you're getting. And with give without expectation, some of you may come across an experience or an encounter where you can do like some sort of act of kindness, maybe random act of kindness. You have something that somebody needs. It's like you could really, really be there for somebody. And in doing so, physically in the material world, there's absolutely no gain for you whatsoever in doing this favor or being there, all right? But your guides are saying do it anyways. Like, do it for the experience of it, because there is a payoff in that. And, that comes down the road for you. But in that situation, when it arrives in your life in September, just remember this, and you'll feel like an internal nudge, like I should do this, I need to help, I need to give, whatever the case is, Aries. This is general, so it will play out very differently for each and every one of you. But aside from the positive energy that ultimately will return to you, there is a lesson through the experience. But this is something like, like how a Hallmark movie makes you feel when you watch it, okay? Cheesy, unrealistic, I know, but they are such feel-good movies. And whatever this is, like the way that you give or help, it leaves you with that feeling inside, okay? Also, you may find that others are giving to you, being very kind to you, and trust that this is happening without any expectation from them, like it's real, okay? And also trust your intuition, Aries. There just may be a completely unrelated situation that I'm not even talking about, where you have a feeling or a sense about something in September, and your guides are saying listen to that and follow it through. Like, don't overanalyze in your mind, but seek out more signs, confirmation of what you're feeling, and you will find it, okay? So let's pull some more cards, Aries. All right, so we have Lady Autumn. Nice. This pairs very nicely with give without expectation. There's abundance coming in for some of you. There's a reward, a harvest, a payoff. Perhaps this energy speaks about something that happened in August or prior, where you really gave, you were really there for somebody, and you just did it 100,000% out of the kindness of your heart, and the reward is now coming in, like that positive energy is returning. Or Aries, this is kind of letting you know that when you just give and you be, and never give beyond your capacity. I always say that because you have to keep yourself maintained. But when you just give and you just be, and you're like, okay, Spirit, what is it today? Where can I help today? What do you need me to do to help you today with humanity, my brothers and sisters? Because we all are one, whether we like each other or not, we agree with each other or not, we are all one. We are all of the same vibration here, and we're all in this together. And the more that you just take on that mindset, it's easier to move through life. And when people are really mean and hurtful and nasty and like just mean-spirited, instead of reacting to that or pouring a lot of emotional energy into feeling upset, angry, mad, all those things in return, it's better to just say, okay, I recognize that vibration in that person. That's their energy. That's what they choose to give out to the universe. I don't choose that, and I'm going to keep myself at a distance from that because that's what they choose to be. And the less that you feed into that and the more you just be you and do your thing and shine your light, Aries, you can have the power to affect that mean-spirited person where they start looking at you because you didn't attack, you didn't react. You're just like, all right, fine, you do you and whatever, but I don't get down like that, so, you know, I gotta go this way. Like, I don't know, I just feel like in that energy, it really activates anybody else that may be involved, you know, that are mean-spirited, nasty, negative, all those things, you know. But ultimately, Aries, you guys deserve some good things here with Lady Autumn. And now we have Pegasus. So information coming in, conversation, things finally taking off. And now we have Polaris, which this is like being led, being guided. And you see that here, you know, with trust your intuition and the adventure. Very nice, Aries. Some of you, there could be some travel going on this week, but this to me coming through as a message would be more like unexpected, kind of a last minute decision. Hey, let's go camping this weekend. Hey, let's go on this road trip. Hey, let's, you know, take a long weekend for something. You know, it's not like let's go off for 2 weeks somewhere. This is like more about short-term travel. Ooh, and you know what? This could have to do with where you are being kind or somebody is being very kind to you, okay? Like, here, let me help you with this, or here, let me gift you the resources and abundance you need to make this happen, you know, things like that. But Aries, September, things are starting to take off. It's an adventure. There's reward coming in and your intuition is so strong. Really pay attention to what you're being guided and led to, the inner nudges and pulls and promptings. And this is more of, it doesn't feel like you've got to be aware of bad intention. I don't feel like there's bad intention coming for Aries in September at all. At all. I don't feel that's the case whatsoever. It's just like the intent, your intuition can also be talking about like being empathic, really being able to feel and sense out other people. And, you know, even though you can see their motivations, which may be negative, you like feel beyond that and you see what prompts that behavior within them, which is why it's easier for you to just not react. And you're like, okay, you be you, you do whatever you want to do. I'm just going to be me. So let's pull some more cards, Aries. All right, so we have garlic. Yeah, you are protected, Aries. You are protected. You, again, are going to feel and see into others and like the true energy and vibes around a situation, and rather than reacting or pushing against it, it's like just being aware of it and then taking the precaution to protect yourself. And it's like this acceptance where it's like, okay, you don't need to change, you don't need to be different, you just do whatever you want. Like, and maybe somebody is trying to get a rouse out of you or trigger you, or, you know, something along those lines, and you don't trust your intuition. It's like you're gonna sense that about them, like they're trying to just push your buttons, they're trying to get a reaction out of you, and you don't have to give it to them, Aries. You really don't. And the cradle, this goes very nice with Lady Autumn, where there's this new energy coming in for you, opportunity, a door opening for Aries. Or Aries, again, you could be in that position where you can really protect somebody, you can really open a door for them. Have no expectation of anything coming back to you. Just feel in your heart like, oh, I'm doing this for spirit. Like, this is spirit's work. I'm going to be an earth angel right now and, you know, do my duty. And it does, even though I'm saying don't have expectation, it does come back to you. And I think in saying don't have expectation, it's going to come back to you in a way that you would never imagine. Very exciting, like kind of magical. next out. Yeah, sweep away the old, Aries, the toxic, the situations where you sense that negative energy or those ill intentions and motivations. It's like more about protecting yourself and like getting it out of your energy, out of your, immediate, like life vibes, just your space. Again, you're not pushing against it, you're choosing to separate yourself from it. And then lastly, the thimble. Man, this is all about protection and security as well. Aries, I don't know what is going on with you guys, but to me, what I see here is protection big time. In the physical, in the non-physical, this could also be you really protecting and standing up for another person. It might be somebody you don't even know, or maybe somebody you don't even really like, but just whatever it is, you see an injustice, you see a wrong, and you just are compelled, like, no, I need to speak out. No, I need to protect this person. No, I need to squash this rumor. Some of you, that may exactly be how this is playing out for you. And it might be a little bit scary to like stand up and shield and protect somebody else. But you're doing this because it's like you're protecting the innocent. Regardless of how you feel about a person, like you see them as an innocent in this, and maybe they kind of did you wrong in the past, but you know the truth. And in this particular situation or what's happening, you're like, no, this is wrong. This is a lie. This is unfair. And, speaking the truth, regardless of how you feel about somebody, I feel is very important. Aries, doing the right thing, even if you don't have to, just do it anyways. And oh my gosh, my computer had shut down to dark, and just as I said that, it turned on itself. I don't know what's going on with that, but yeah, Aries, regardless of how you feel about somebody, do the right thing, even if it means standing up and protecting them, because your spirit guides are very much with you. And I feel like whatever this is that you are experiencing in September is attached to like your spiritual growth, and maybe even some unconditional love. And people think unconditional love means like tolerance and acceptance of somebody no matter what. No, that's not what it is. Unconditional love is where, again, you recognize somebody, you can see their behavior, their actions for what it is. You can see behind that and what motivates them in their subconscious, the programs that they're operating from, and you can accept it for what it is without the desire or need to change it, to push against it, to seek revenge for it, okay? It's like you just see things for what they are, and you act from a spiritual place rather than, from like an emotional or mental energy. You're coming from your spirit, from your soul in September around this situation or this person. And again, it's either somebody is coming in to really protect you, or you are really standing up and protecting and helping somebody else. And ultimately, Aries, there is a huge payoff for you in all of this. Obviously, if somebody is stepping up for you, protecting you, offering you an opportunity to help you out, that's a reward. That's positive karma return. And then, those of you where it's like you're doing the giving, you're doing the protecting, you're standing up, you're sharing your resources, whatever it is, Aries, it's like down the road, like there's this return to you, and Spirit's not getting too much into it because there needs to be an element of magic about it. So let's see what your past unloved ones would like to add to your reading. All right, so we have explore new ventures, move forward with confidence. We are with you. And look at that. This says boat trips, and I was picking up a little bit on that travel at the start. So Aries, if you guys are offered a trip, offered like to move to a new location, any sort of relocation, whether it's moving or job or some sort of trip, travel, fun, leisure, opportunity, it's highly favored for you. Your passed on loved ones are like, you know, jump into the unknown. Do not be afraid. And next out we have be creative. Look for ways to build, grow, and manifest. Yeah, that's saying don't get caught up in all the drama and trauma of other people and their energy and what they're doing. Really focus on you and being a positive, best version of yourself that you can possibly be, Aries. And it's like you inspire, you know, that your haters through your positivity. And look at, this is card 37 and this is card 36. So Polaris being like a really strong guiding force in September, that's your passed on loved ones. And the door flipped around for you. So your final advice is healing heart. Mourning now has had its time. Do not pay it a single dime. Emerge from the darkness. A new day starts. Let light embrace the healing heart. Yeah, Aries, look at that. You guys are walking out of some darkness of your own. But again, I really feel like September is you being there for somebody in some big, powerful way and creating a lot of positive karma for yourself, or somebody is really stepping up and being there for you in a big, positive, powerful way. And this is a beautiful return of karma for you. And then lastly, of course, there's this element of like travel or relocation. And Aries, whatever that means for you, it's like do it. Even if it's like start planning your dream vacation, like whatever around relocation or travel that's been going on in your head or just in your life, like follow through with that. It's highly favored. All right. So Aries, those are your messages. I'm wishing you all the best. Take care.